Hello and welcome back, everyone. My name is Everest. I'm going to be joined right now with the one, the only, the ASEM, as we are going to be going live into the pistol round, Cloud9 versus LunatiK Esports. How you doing, ASEM?
I'm doing fantastic, and you are so flattering. But as you mentioned, pistol round going live, Cloud9 on the CT side. They have Simfish, Sean Gares, Nothing, Shroud, and Hiko. On the T side for LunatiK Esports, Juvenile, Daps, Fugly, Naf, and Shazam. And we see the four tier members going towards B. They have him, Juvenile at the top mid, just making noise, working his way down the middle. Sempis went to help his teammate Hiko into the B bomb side, is now falling back to mid where Nothing will join him. So it's 2 CTs a day. 3 near this B ramp as Hiko's rotated out of B side. That's going to be costly for Cloud9. As here we see LunatiK advance their way, all 5 members coming out of this. Hiko's falling off the site, so it's a terrorist bomb site for the taking, but Hiko's going to slow him down with 1 frag. Fugly getting the Glock shot around the door to even out the score. Fugly got a peek here on to Nothing, but Nothing gets Juvenile. But Fugly, like I said, does counter that. Fugly already with 2 1 Glocks in this round. Shout coming up on Nap. Bullets exchanged, no one killed yet. Shroud with the P2000 headshot. Shazam's down 1 himself. Fugly with a 3K already. Can he make it 4? Will make it 4. Fugly with a great pistol round. LunatiK takes the first round.
That was a great round by LunatiK. They were able to pull Cloud9 out of B, and they were just able to capitalize on the fact that they just kind of rotated out of B there on not really the best plan. But we are going to see kind of a little bit of an eco buy here. Cloud9 has some pistols and some armor and a scout. So Sean Gares scouted and armored up just like we saw all the way at ESL. Let's see what he can do with it this round. It is going to be a rather standard default work for LunatiK. We're going to watch Cloud9 work here as Shroud's going to pick up 1 before getting traded down by Juvenile. So that's going to be a 1-for-1 trade already off the start. So somewhat of a decent start. Nothing's going to try and pick up another one at long. He's not going to connect. He's not going to be able to get it. Juvenile's going to be able to pick up his second of the round. And now Cloud9 has to rotate. Sean Gares is going to be right there. He's going to pick up the scout frag on Juvenile. He's got 2 more people to deal with down there at long. Let's see what he can do. He's going to get tagged up and he's going to get taken down by Shazam. And now Sempis is going to go down and Hiko, last one left up with the scout in hand. He's going to have 3 players to deal with. He's going to jump and he's going to tag that player. He picks up Fugly with a beautiful shot, but he's not going to get Shazam. What a great shot, but it just wasn't working. But a pretty decent anti-eco from Cloud9 there.
Eco's disgusting. That's all I have to say about that shot. But Cloud9, kind of a risky buy for with the CZ armor and scout setup, but not too bad. As with CTs, you're probably going to be able to buy 4th round anyway, so they haven't put themselves out of their economy too far yet. But I believe they dropped 2 or 3 guns, only causing a few rebuys, not going to be the biggest hurt to LunatiK's economy. Shazam has that CZ auto, and that's it. Of course, saving up for that opt. Apps here opens up the round with the headshot onto Shroud at long. We see Sempis, has already worked his way through B tunnels, but gets taken out by Fugly, who is still sitting in T-spawn with Juvenile. They're now making their way towards long to join their teammates. And Daps with 1. This is just LunatiK taking care of an anti-eco, not struggling to lose players. It's only losing 1 gun. And 3 AK still on the board at Galil, and then Shazam, of course, probably drop that and buy up his off this round.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you said, it was just LunatiK just dealing with the anti-eco really well. No real armor or anything for Cloud9 that one, so they weren't really trying a whole lot. They are going to be full rifled up. No op on Sean in middle this round. We are going to have, it looks like a B push coming out here for LunatiK. They're at least going to go over to the B tunnels to see what they're doing. It looks like they're going to throw the pop flash, and it looks like they're going to be going straight at, no, they're going to be throwing the fake and rotating back down to lower, so maybe a B split or something going up cat, as they are going to try and establish mid control, as Nothing is there by the doors to try and hold. We have 2 players in middle, 1 player up at B, and 2 players over at A for Cloud9. We have that 1 player watching long, which is going to be Naf. He's going to be hanging out there. Nothing's going to pick up the first kill of the game. That's going to be right down there in middle. He's going to pick up a second. He can't pick up the third, but he does do some damage before he goes down. His teammate there is going to be Sempis, not going to do anything in return damage to him. But those last 3 players left for LunatiK are going to be over by the catwalk area. They are going to be going up there. They are going to find 1 player up there. That's going to be Sean Gares. He's going to drop. The flash is coming out. He is able to dodge that one. But he's going to have to deal with some players crossing here real shortly. Let's see what he can do to pick it up. He is going to see him coming out. The smoke's going to be coming across. He does have his teammate on long, which is going to be Shroud. He's going to try and deal with it. He's going to see the two people on plat. Not able to pick anything up yet. He's going to wait for his team. As one player's going to be going over Goose, and that's me Nafly picking him up. And now this round looks like it's going to go in favor of LunatiK, as it is going to be a 2 versus 3. The advantage going to the T side. Sean Gares and Hiko working in, but you can't count really anything out when Hiko is still up. The clutch master. Here he is peeking out. He's got his teammate working long. That's going to be Sean Gares. Hiko trying to pick up that kill on site. He can't get the first one. He does finally connect. Naf is able to trade, and now it's all on Sean Gares. He's still going for it. He knows those players are low. Let's see what he does. He's going to see the one. He's not going to pick it up just yet. He's going to try and come in spray. He's not going to pick it up. Here he comes around the corner with the pistol, and it just doesn't happen. And it's going to be 4-0 now, as LunatiK really playing real well these first 4 rounds.
I like the call coming in from whoever the strat caller is for LunatiK. Getting nothing, taking down 2 of the terrorists, and then finally being traded out. But I believe it was Daps. And then realizing that mid's probably not going to be their best bet. They only have 3 men up. Pinching B is just going to be very difficult. So go ahead and try and take up Cat. Maybe there has been a player who's rotated off. That wasn't the case, but Flash is forcing Sean Gares to fall off after he misses a few shots. And so LunatiK just gets it round in good fashion. And they've opened up the round. Nothing already being dropped at long. Here's Shroud with the scout. He's trying to jump pick from the car corner. Nades coming down. They're going to get him. Juvenile has the first 2 kills of this round. And the terrorists are now working towards this long. They are loving this A-bomb site. They've taken long quite a bit now, as Fugly's going to come up and get one. Hiko just on the other side of that smoke. Sean Gares being dropped by Shazam through the smoke. That has to be frustrating. Hiko just with the swag 7. Can he find Daps? We'll see Daps with a 1 mag 7. And then instantly fall back. He's going to be caught off guard from the flank of Nafly by double doors. LunatiK now has a 5-0 lead over Cloud9.
And Cloud9 is definitely, they're not going to have a whole lot of money. So I hope the eco here. I hope they go with the eco. They went with kind of the force buy that last round, and it didn't really work out for them. Well, it didn't work out for them. They only got, Hiko just picked up the mag 7. So we are going to see, they are going to force up again here. They are going to have armor on everybody. So let's see what they're able to do as Shazam.
Oh my gosh, Shazam.
Oh my goodness. Shazam connects the AK kill.
I saw that coming
on
too.
The cross. Oh man, it is going to be a B-push coming out from LunatiK. Hiko gets the first one, but gets traded down by Nafly, and now it's going to be all on Cloud9 to rotate back in and pick up that site. But what's this? Juvenile is already flanking. He's pulling out his best get-right impression, as he's going to take out one player. That's going to be Shroud going down, and now it's just 2 versus 4. And that one player is going to be going down. It's Sean Gares trying to fight that flanker. Nothing now. It's his turn to battle. He's not going to pick it up off the bat. He does have a lot to deal with. He's going to push in. He's going to pick up the player car. Comes back out. Tries to pick up the player CT, and it doesn't happen. So it is now 6-0 in favor of LunatiK.
Cloud9 is just missing their shots, which is very uncharacteristic of them. I don't know if GoTV caught it or the stream caught it, but nothing pushed into the B-bomb site. There's 2 guys there. One was at about 15 HP. That he was unable to spot. Peeks one guy who's completely blind, unable to spray him down at the FAMAS, and has to fall back. But if he gets that initial kill, he can probably find that second one in sight, dropping bomb, and reclaiming the B-bomb site for himself. But he's unable to do that, loses the site, and LunatiK Esports picks up their 6th round in a row. And forcing Cloud9 on the eco once again. No really special setups coming in for Cloud9. Just 2 at long, 1 cat. There's this Juvenile tapping away. Shroud walks into his bullet. Forcing a rotate from Cloud9. We see Semphis has pushed up into B tunnels. He's going to be caught off guard by Nafly, who was paying attention to his flank. Just Hiko, and nothing left alive versus the 5 guns, the 5 AKs of the terrorists. This is looking like it's going to be another round for LunatiK. That would be 7-0 and absolutely completely devastating to Cloud9. As Hiko goes down, bomb will go down for the terrorists. Now it's just nothing with a CZ auto. No nades, no armor. Probably just look for exits here, but he's going to force his way out of the doors. Gets 1, gets 2, but there's just too many terrorists left alive. They're going to find him in just a second. Good job by nothing, able to drop 2 of the AKs, at least doing some damage to the economy of Cloud9, but not too much as they're down 7-0 now.
Yeah, and at this point they are going to be able to buy up at least sparingly until they do win a round. So we are going to see.
Not very sparingly.
Well, we'll see what their plan of attack is here. You know, Caster's curse, I guess. I say one thing and they do the exact opposite of, you know. But I'm saying, like, if they lose this round, though, they should be able to buy sparingly, as it's going to be a beat push, almost like a direct counter to the 3 offset of Cloud9. Hiko's going to pick up 1. Daps does traded, though, as LunatiK is already inside. They're going to smoke off doors, and they're going to cross that bomb in and try and get that bomb down. As Cloud9 is now on the retake. They got one player coming up through window. That's going to be Semfish just holding on to that as Juvenile, pretending to be Get Right, once again picks up that kill in middle, and now it is just working out superbly as Semfish picks up the kill, making it an even situation, and there goes Semfish going down. Juvenile picks up Shroud right before a great shot from Sean Gares, as he is going to be the last one left up, and he's going to be the last one to go down for Cloud9. It is going to be 8-0.
That flank from, or lurk by Juvenile, the inevitable flank. Great play by him. You only really need 4 players to get into the side, especially with the 1-for-1 trade onto Hiko. And then it's with the flank, taking down the 3 ops from behind, not really allowing them to make any aggression towards the site, because they know they have to watch their back, because he was just avoiding all of their shots. And Nafly missing a shot on the cross. Cloud9 down 8-0 against LunatiK, who's just on a roll, hitting all their shots, doing everything they need to, and even more deadly and devastating for Cloud9 as Shazam has an op in his hands. We know he can do work that. 2 FAMASes and 3 Colts on the board for Cloud9. No aggression yet from LunatiK. They have 2 lower with bomb, 2 upper. And that is Shazam just lurking outside along with his op, waiting for that push. Maybe Shroud can walk into his crosshair. We've seen it happen once before already. Still no aggression quite yet. We may be seeing a B-pinch. Here's some Juvenile picking it back. He has Nafly on top of his head. Trying to get some vision to the back. To sees nothing. Hiko peeks and gets 1. Nafly getting the better of him to even up the score at 4-4 now. Fugly has pushed his way up. Cat gets the pick. And it's just the CT's in a bad situation. They have 1 at mid, 1 B, and 1 long with absolutely no idea where these Harris are going. Now footsteps are being heard by nothing that they're pushing up Cat. They are on the A platform. Bomb is going to go down here in a safe plant, as they know 1 could still be long, and that 1 member is shut. He only has a FAMAS, so going to be hard for him to get any sort of pick from Pit. Dap speaks out and drops nothing. So Shroud and Simphus, the last 2 members of Cloud9. This looks like it's going to be another round for LunatiK. Has 3-1 man advantage. Shroud looks like he's going to be pushing up. Has yet to decide to save yet. Now he decides to run away, but look at Nafly. Going to be waiting for him to turn that corner. Actually, I'm going to hop in his... He missed his shot, it seems like. My GoTV switched away. But maybe he won't miss again here in just a second. Will miss again. Shroud's going to be able to... He picks up an op at the process, so he's going to be able to run away and escape with that op. So a good save on his part, but being down 9 rounds is just... It's going to be tough to overcome.
Yeah, absolutely. They were able to save the round or the op, so they are going to have a little bit more firepower. Not going to have that. At least I hope they're not going to try for another 3 op setup. That did not work out for them well at all, as they are going to force up 2 FAMASes, 3 FAMASes actually, and 1 M4 on Shroud, as it's just the same gun setup. And right now, LunatiK has money for days. As 3 players going towards long for Cloud9, and you can see if they can do something over there where they haven't really been pressured a whole lot. So I'm not really sure what the game plan is. Maybe get someone in pit and then rotate off. Nothing coming out of long. A majority of the LunatiK players are going to be working towards mid. They're going to have 4 players down in that lower area. They're just trying to work a little bit of damage coming in. There are going to be 2 players for Cloud9 hanging out there trying to hold on to this, as they do have 1 player in B side. The first kill is going to come in for nothing, but it does get traded, and Daps picks up 2 on the round coming out of middle, and they have 1 player in B. That's going to be Sevens pushing the tunnels. He's going to run to 1 player here. Let's see what he can do to pick him up. He's not going to pick him up. Shazam gets him down with the CZ, and now it's Sean Gares and Shroud trying to retake in a 1-man disadvantage. All 3 players are on the bomb site for him, though. They are going to have 1 player rotating back into tunnels. That is going to be Shazam. They are going to have to deal with 1 player on back plat. Excuse me, as I get my tongue a little twisted there. And they are going to have, looks like Daps just kind of playing in the middle of the site as Shroud is trying to work in the window. He's going to get taken down by Daps. And now it's all on Sean Gares. And he's going to get 1. Can he pick up the second? He's going to go for it. He takes out the second. He's got 1 more player in tunnels to deal with. He's going to tag him up. Not going to get the kill. He's going to throw a smoke out. He's running out of time to try and make a play happen. Here he comes out of the tunnel. He's going to jump down, and he's not going to find the bomb off the bat, but he is going to hold Shazam in sight. He picks up the kill, but he is not going to get the defuse, and it is going to be 10-0 in favor of LunatiK.
Finally, Cloud9 is able to drop all 5 members of LunatiK, but it counts for nothing as the bomb goes off. Sean Gares unable to find that smoke. That's very unfortunate for him as they go down 10-0. And this is just a surprising outcome for me so far right now. And I'm looking at the economy of LunatiK. They're pretty much going to be able to buy for the rest of this half, even if they lose a couple of rounds here. But Sean Gears does have that op in hand, but a light buy for 3 of his teammates with just Pharmacists in hand. But here's the B rush for LunatiK. Once again, they're not scared to just run out B and semi-try. They only had about 1 flash coming in. He goes 1. Simphis has helped him out. Juvenile from the side. Already on the flank is Simphis, who gets taken down by Shazam. 3 versus 3 situation now. Juvenile is hit down to 20 HP. Will get bombed down, planted for tunnels. And here we see Daps at double door. That's going to be absolutely deadly. He's able to drop nothing. Luckily, Shroud had been flanking from the long, is able to get the quick trade before he does any more damage. Shazam watching the flank will get Shroud down to 0 HP, and Juvenile pushes out of the bomb site and wins LunatiK their 11th round.
And
I am speechless.
This is polar opposites from their last match. Last match, they were just absolutely creaming Area 51, and now they're just completely on the opposite side of the globe, on the cold side of the globe, not picking up anything. Although both poles are technically in a cold area, but you know what I'm saying. Anyways, Cloud9 first round on the board here. They need to get something going. Even if it's just, if this is the start right here, they need to make something happen. There's not going to be any aggressive play off the bat for LunatiK, so they might have a chance just to hold on to their spots off the bat. No damage coming in so far. LunatiK working 2 players towards mid, 1 player at long, 2 player at low tunnels, but there are going to be 3 Cloud9 players trying to counter this mid push that they have been dealing with so far. And they don't really have a player in B. They're just kind of decoyed it off there. That player is going to be Hiko, is going to be the closest one in. He's going to pop his head in the side, see if he sees anything, and nothing's going to happen. We are going to see a lot of LunatiK up towards the cat area. Shazam working in, see if he can get a pick with that off. Nothing doing, no peeks coming in from Cloud9, as it looks like LunatiK's strat is going to be to try and go up, 1 player up cat. It looks like it's going to be Fugly all on his lonesome working on cat trying to get a pick. He's going to have 2 players on site to deal with, which are going to be Nothing and Sean Gears, as it looks like they are going to be coming out long. So Shroud has it all to do, as he is not going to have any support anytime soon from his teammates. He's got 2 players coming in though quick though for help, and Nothing's going to go down trying to go in for the help. And he's got 1 more player there. That's going to be Zemphis. He gets 1. Shroud gets 1. Zemphis gets 2. Can he pick up the 3rd? No, he's not. But it is going to be a 2 versus 2 with 1 more player on site. That's going to be Sean Garris picking it up. And now this could be Cloud9's round to take, as they do have 1 player left up and 20 seconds to defend this bomb site. Shazam, though, is not unfamiliar with any clutches. He is going to be working up in a 1v2. He's going to see the player on site. He's not going to pick it up. He's not going to even take a shot at him. And there's Sean Gears cleaning up. Great play from Sean Gears on site. And now, finally, Cloud9 is able to get on the board.
About time, but it may be too little, too late, being down 10 rounds. I know Cloud9 can win plenty of rounds on Dust 2 T side. That may even be considered their better half, but it's an uphill battle from here on out. They finally know the economy to have more than just Famasas on their back. They have an AK, 3 Colts, and an Op in Simphis' hand. He's going to be using that at the B site, which may come in handy if Fugly decides to come. But Fugly's just going to be making some noise, not doing too much, and LunatiK going back to just a default work pick setup. Now working their way down middle is 3 of their players with bomb. Cloud9 not peeking. They've been playing passive pretty much this entire half, not really peeking, not doing any sort of pushes, not pushing through any sites. Just playing back with a heavy mid. And just waiting for LunatiK to push him. And there's a peek from Simphis, is going to cost him as Shazam gets him through the door. And here comes the rush out mid for LunatiK. Nothing's caught in the middle of nowhere and gets dropped. He goes, which has to come up big right now. We've seen him do it before, but we will not see him do it now. Only able to get 1. 2 versus 4 now. Man advantage in LunatiK's favor. 1 coming lower. Shazam is probably not going to miss this shot on the peak, and will not do so. Now it's just Shroud with the M4. CT spawn. Nafly pushing him. Nafly seeing the gun drop. Nafly with spray headshot. LunatiK back on the board. 12-1 now.
And that's going to absolutely break Cloud9's economy, and they're going to struggle to even try and pick up another round with the type of money that they have now. They're not going to have really any good equipment at all to deal with anything going on. So we're going to see what exactly
they can. Simphis CZ Auto head armor down to $0. See, look at this CZ Auto head armor, Deagle head armor.
Yeah, they're going for
that what they can.
They're definitely trying, as Shazam does go for the pick with his KPBS cartoon rifle. He's not going to get anything off the bat, that is a Dragon Tails op in his hand. As it doesn't look like anything aggressive, and if there was a round for LunatiK to go aggressive, this might have been it. They do have 2 players stacked at B, but they are only CZs. Now, granted, those are CZs as Napfly picks up the first kill, taking down Shroud over at long, so getting that opening over there and putting Cloud9 a man down once again. Here comes a push from Semphis. He doesn't get Juvenile, but Hiko is there to trade. Shazam gets Sean Gares through some sort of object. I'm going to assume the telephone pole or something onto that cat area, just leaving Nothing and Hiko by themselves. Nothing is going to run to a couple players crossing, and a beautiful shot from Daps. This straight up full sprint takes him out, and now it is Hiko going up against 4 LunatiK members, and that flop just flies out of nowhere and takes him out. I wasn't even expecting. I didn't even see that on my minimap. Just Napfly, just dead. It's going to be 13-1 now in favor of LunatiK.
I don't know what I'm seeing. Cloud9 has come off a huge win on Inferno against... Who is it? Against Area 51, I believe it was 16-4, 16-6, something like that. And then just coming back and getting crushed by LunatiK 13-1. I mean, Pistol, at this point, if it goes in LunatiK's favor, which, Pistol can be a 50-50 toss-up, it's just who lands their shots first. This could be over quicker than Cloud9 would like. Because, last round and a half, this really doesn't really... I don't think this round's going to pay too much of a difference for LunatiK if they get it or not. It could make all the difference in the world if Cloud9 shows one of the greatest comebacks we've seen in recent months. But it's just LunatiK. 3 kills already, no men lost. Shroud and Hiko, 5-7 deagle on them, on Cat. Shroud able to get the D-kill onto Juvenile. Can he find the second onto Fugly? He's going to fall off. But Shazam's going to find here in just a second. Dead. I don't think he spotted Hiko. Hiko just hiding in CT spawn. Shazam coming up on a quick spots the arm. Shazam with the headshot through the box. LunatiK Esports 14-1 over Cloud9 at halftime.
They're absolutely just running train on Cloud9 right now, and Cloud9 just doesn't have an answer for this. So
is this on CS:GO launch?
Yes.
Are people losing skins over this? Oh my god. And before the through comments.
Yeah. I'm expecting to see
not,
some through 9 in chat or something along those lines, or throw 9, something along those lines in chat after this one. But I believe in Cloud9. I believe they can make the comeback. If there's any team, if there is any team that can make the comeback in North America, it is Cloud9. So we're gonna see what they can do, but it is an uphill battle as they need to get 15 rounds before they allow 2 to LunatiK. So this is going to be one hell of a comeback if they make it. But let's see what their plan of attack is here. They're going to be sending 2 players out long quick. They're going to run into Fugly out there. He's going to get a flash off. No damage coming in on Cloud9. A little bit done on Fugly as Fugly is hurt real bad. Shazam will pick up 1 supporting though, and it's going to be just a slaughter. And it's going to be 2 versus 4 now. And it's going to be Sean Gares and Hiko. Last 2 left up. Hiko goes down, and now it's Sean Gares all by his lonesome. He does have the bomb in hand. He does get a little bit of a lag spike going there. I don't know if that's a GoTV or what. He is going to be trying to go for the plant, and he should. He's not going to get it. The nade is going to come in, and it is now 15-1. And this game just looks like it's about over.
I don't understand it, because the argument of iBuyPower losing Netcodes last night, when was the last time you think iBuyPower touched season? Netcodes practices all the time. iBuyPower, the season wasn't in the ESL map pool. They haven't practiced that. So they're rusty on it. They lose. Whatever, they're going to get over it. Cloud9 has been practicing Dust 2 for just... they practiced over ESL. They beat Titan on it in ESL. And then come back and lose to LunatiK. I'm just speechless as to what's happening. As they're able to get 2 picks. They're getting the starting picks out this round before Daps comes in with the CTs with 2 kills already. Juvenile gonna run into trouble. Semphis gets the frag on him with the dig, but Fugly getting a quick trade. 2 versus 2. If Cloud9 loses this, they are done, and LunatiK will have just absolutely crushed him 16-1. Daps at 7 HP. Hiko at 15. Scout and CZ Auto in the hands of the Terrace, and 4 Famas for the CTs. Fugly watching that flank, and Daps waiting on the catwalk for the push long. So the Terrace are trapped. They're gonna have to come up with a shot. And as I mentioned before, this game has really just come down to LunatiK hitting their shots. We've seen Shazam hit dirty shots. We've seen Fugly do it. We've seen Daps and Juvenile do it. They say Napfly's name a little bit here and there. And this is Cloud9. I've seen them miss a lot of shots uncharacteristically, and it's to be their downfall, as Dap's probably going to come up with at least one of these kills, maybe both. It's actually hit by the scout. Oh, no, we get 0 Shongares with the scout. But there's Fugly showing what he can do. He's actually been quite quiet that game. That was only his 11th kill in the 17 rounds. But there you have it, folks. Cloud9 just lost 16-1 to LunatiK in ESEA-Invite. And I know Cloud9 took some forfeit losses while they were away at ESL. So they're probably hurting in their ESEA record. I have yet to look that up.
That
But
might have
LunatiK
been
doing
the one.
surprisingly well.
That might have been the one that there was the controversy about LunatiK not wanting to play Cloud9, just wanting to take the forfeit win. That might have been that game. I'll have to look at it. But definitely a great showing from LunatiK. You know, some can call it a fluke. It was Dust 2, which, you know, is arguably it is the most played map in CS and arguably the easiest to pug because everyone plays it, you know. And, you know, maybe just they have LunatiK is great at Dust 2 or something, you know. But no discredit to them. Great, well played match. They absolutely dumpstered Cloud9. After Cloud9, you would think Cloud9 would be on fire after just absolutely rolling Area 51. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case, and it looked like LunatiK was just a lot more prepared and just was able to take it to Cloud9 in that match.
That was unexpected. Do you know what the odds were on CS:GO Lounge?
It's like 76-30, or I think it was 37-73, something around there, in favor of Cloud9. So if you bet on
some people
LunatiK,
lost bank, some people made bank today.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't bet on this one. I was kind of sketched. I was like, if there's one of the two matches, if there's one of the two matches that Cloud9 is going to lose, I figured it'd be this one. So I bet on them beating Area 51, which they did, and then I'm glad I didn't throw anything down on this one because it didn't go in their favor. But anyways, do you have any shout-outs before we call it a night?
Nope.
All right, well, you heard it there. My name's Everest, and joining me tonight was Asem. Thanks, special shout out to Drone, the man behind the camera. Thanks for everything you do, just sticking in there, and all the post-production, all the stuff going on the stream and stuff. Special thanks to him, and we'll see you guys soon. Have a good night.